Different pathogens employ specific tactics to bypass, deactivate, or hide from antibodies and immune cells. Here is a breakdown of the primary mechanisms they use to escape.
To escape, some pathogens use the ultimate disguise. They constantly mutate and change their surface proteins, leaving the immune system's antibodies unable to recognize them. This allows the infection to spread completely undetected. Some pathogens seek refuge inside host cells. They evade antibodies by entering the cell. Safe inside, they can hide and survive. They multiply to spread the infection. Other pathogens use physical structural shields. They produce a thick polysaccharided capsule. This shield covers and hides their surface antigens. This prevents, instead of hiding, some pathogens counterattack. They release specialized deactivating enzymes. These enzymes directly clip and destroy approaching antibodies. Pathogens can also use molecular mimicry to hide. They mimic the body's own cells. Their surface proteins transform to match host antibodies fail to recognize the threat. The disguise infection spreads unchecked. Pathogens can also enter a state of latency. They sneak into the cell and hide their genetic material. Inside the nucleus, it integrates silently. All activity stops. Pathogens also evade the blood's complement system. They steal host proteins to disguise themselves as self cells. Unstoppable, they multiply freely in the restream. Pathogens can also suppress the host's immune system. They release chemical signals to turn off immune alarms. These signals bind to and infection now spreads completely unhindered. Pathogens can also use antigen shedding. They release surface antigens as decoys. Antibodies bind to these free-floating targets. Distracted, the immune system fails to stop them. Some pathogens utilize immune-privileged sites. They migrate to areas like the brain or eyes. These sanctuaries have limited immune access. Pathogens multiply. Killer T cells inspect host cells for signs of infection. But some viruses can active lock this process. They stop MHC molecules from reaching the surface. Without these flags,